So I also purchased a Ford Escape. Right now, replacing the water pump right there, but I'll show you on the next video. But I got this very cheap price. This is actually it's gonna be my daily car. I can put a lot of parts in the back, go to the junkyard and all that stuff. So I got this a pretty good deal. It have I think 270 or 240,000 miles. This is the type of car that I don't really care about. You know, you can ding it, dang it, whatever. But this is my working horse. So, but yeah, this is gonna be my everyday thing. Backseat is not that bad. Off camera, I water pressure the seats. I might do this next. There's a lot of trash. Center console armrest. Turn the seat. Like I said, this is the type of car that I don't really worry about. I just gotta keep it maintained, be on the road, so I can go to the junkyard, pick up parts and stuff like that. I do have the Beamer right there, the BMW. I'm just waiting for some parts to do the back end, and the back end should done. But yeah, this is my Ford Escape. Engine's not that bad. Like I said, I do some work. Engine's a little dirty. Both there. Like I said, I do the water pump. Right now, there's some title issues that I have to deal with. But other than that, but yeah, it's a great vehicle. It takes me to work, back and forth, junkyard and stuff like that. Other thing, when you're gonna buy a vehicle, make sure there's no paper trail. What I mean about that is make sure the previous owner have the title, not the bill of sale. If you have a bill of sale, you're gonna start jumping deep into the paperwork. But make sure that you have the right title and all that stuff, so it makes the transaction much easier in the state of California. If not, you're gonna start chasing. So right now, this vehicle is still on to do some paperwork, and hopefully I'm waiting for a mail to come in so I can get that sorted. Vehicle passed smog and all that stuff. So everything's ready to go. I'm just waiting for a letter and hopefully, get registered. I mean, it is kind of sort of registered, but hopefully it's complete. But like I said, when you buy a vehicle, make sure in the state of California, make sure that you have the title under the previous owner's name, not a bill of sale, because you're going to start chasing all the paperwork. And it's going to be a little headache with the paperwork. But yeah, on the next video, I'm going to show you how to do a water pump. It's very simple on this vehicle. Certain vehicles is a little difficult, but yeah. So right now, I'm trying to remove this water pump, but I got a wrench, so it's gonna take me a bit. So this is the water pump right here. There is some stuff that you have to take off, like this hose that goes from here. I'll put it in the corner, but it goes from here. Remove the cap, remove the hose, remove the intake, disconnect the negative battery because there is a transmission connected right there. You gotta remove that. But first you gotta drain the coolant off. But it is kind of leaking. There is some corrosion, but yeah. And so right now I gotta remove I think 8 bolts, so that's gonna take me a while. So when taking out some bolts, there's some short bolts and there's some long ones, like example right there. The best thing you can do so you don't forget, get a marker and mark it. See the little black marker I did? Put one there and put one right there so you know that you don't forget that area is a long bolt, okay? So when you're gonna put the new part, you can look at the long old part and make sure that the area go with the long bolt. So mark it with a marker there for me. I gotta double check if these are long bolts or not, but that's how you do it. The next thing is, the last bolt I have to take out is on the bottom right there, but this is in the way, and for some reason somebody put the clamp upside down. So if it comes to that point, you have to remove the plastic shroud that covers the transmission, and it should be right there. Okay, it's getting blurry right here basically. So I'm gonna remove that hose, move it out of the way so I can get that bolt. So take your time, don't rush it, don't break anything. Okay, next thing is we're gonna go pry it off. There is a little slot. You see that little tiny hole? You put the screwdriver in there. Once you put the screwdriver in, you twist and it should pry it out. Here's what I got. You twist, not too hard, but as much hard as you can, and it should pry out. Right now it's leaking, and the pump should come out. Grab this, pry it out slowly. It should come out. And this is the pump. There's certain areas are marked. See the markers? Those for the long bolt. The rest, small. Make sure the pump is right. It is kind of fly here. No biggie. Same thing. Cool. So as of right now, I didn't show you the installment of the water pump. Right now I'm just waiting on a shipment that's supposed to come today with a coolant for this vehicle. When you're gonna install this, some of the vehicles you don't have to put a sealant, or this one requires a sealant. You put it on the surface on the water pump. So I'll put this water pump and thermostat housing gasket maker. You apply it, but first you gotta clean the surface, apply it, then wait at least 24 hours to cure. Torque it on the right spec and leave it cure overnight. This water pump, I don't know if you can see it, it's right there. It's hard to see. I also installed a new reservoir, coolant reservoir. I changed the clamps, one there, one back there. I cleaned some areas here. The reason why I changed it because this part, the reservoir, is cracked. I don't know if you can see it, but it's right there. It was misting antifreeze, so I replaced that. And I replaced the water pump as well. Gasket's old, but the water pump is cheap. I think it's like 25 bucks or around there. So it's pretty cheap. But yeah, I'm just gonna let it cure, re-torque it again, make sure it's tight, and start putting stuff back together. The belt for it. Thermostat's fine. Gotta let it dry, let it cure, and start putting back things together. So off camera, put the new reservoir belt, and you can see the water pump right there. So it runs pretty good. It does overheat or leak. And the coolant, exactly where it needs to be. Put some new hoses, clamps, and that's it basically. And the car runs perfectly. The fan dust kicks in. I mean, for a 240,000 mile vehicle, it runs pretty good. Let's see what the next thing. I'm not sure yet. Like I said, it's a working car. Not bad.